Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, crypto nerds of all ages, whether or not this is good morning, good afternoon, or good evening doesn't matter, because you're a day late and an algo short. This is yesterday's Algorand news.
Welcome, Algo fam. Today we have 5 separate topics to jump into. First up, the Algorand Foundation is hiring. John Woods put out a tweet not too long ago that says, hey, we are hiring the head of developer education. This is an important role. He decided to reach out to the Algo fam. Let's see if somebody in our community has the skill set to fill this. Now, the foundation put out a very in-depth a good summary here of what they're looking for. Now, it does require some experience, quite a bit. You know, they want you to have 4 years of experience in software development. They want you to have published some technical media content. So they're looking for somebody who is a professional, which is somebody you would want in this role. If you have somebody out there teaching and developing educational programs for the community, you want to make sure that they know what they're doing. Now, people have asked, is the foundation still aggressively hiring? Is the community still growing? And indeed, the foundation is hiring for a lot of different roles right now. I would encourage you to go take a look. This head of developer education is listed. It is remote, reports directly to the CTO's office. And you see a bunch of different officers and roles here, not officers, positions. Head of communications is interesting. Junior designer, if you want an entry-level type of a position. Go check it out. The foundation could use your help. The foundation is growing. Could be you get your foot in the door there. All right, next up. We have NFT Explore, the app. So word on the street is that this was going to be sunsetted in January. The folks who were running this, really just a small, I think it was just a couple of guys, really. And they just weren't making enough money, and it was taking a lot of time. It was sort of a passion project, and it was great for the community. I use this on a regular basis. I'm sure that you do too. If you are into NFTs, you have used this website extensively. So I know that the foundation has reached out. They themselves could not say what is happening behind the scenes right now, but I know that something is in the works to make sure that this app sticks around. So I am confident that a deal is going to get made so that the NFT Explorer app sticks around and this has a home and a future. It remains to be seen who will run it, what that looks like, if they are going to hand over the reins to somebody, if it's just going to be a financial incentive or what happens. But I'm confident that this project has been so important to the community that this is going to stick around in some way, shape, or form. Next up. If you are in the gaming community or you want to know more about Algorand gaming, I highly recommend you take a look at the ALGO Gaming Guild. They put together newsletters, information, links to betas. They've got everything that you would want to know. So, for instance, in this week's newsletter, there's a couple of new NFT drops. Fractal Monsters has new NFTs. I think Alchemon's got some new NFTs. Alchemon. Man, the growth of Algorand in particular has been fantastic. Like just watching the OG evolution, right? They were some of the first folks to put together those progressive NFTs where your NFTs could evolve. Really old school, like before the technology had even really caught up, they were doing that sort of thing. But that's the type of information that the Gaming Guild will keep you up to date on. What else they have? Cosmic Champ's new homepage. They've got some new sounds, and they've always done a good job of making everything appearance-wise look great. Zone always in the news doing some new things, and there was somebody else in here as well that had released something too. These folks, Avatars, Tile Fighter. So they just did a great episode with the next block. You should go take a look at that. So anyway, Algorand, Algo Gaming Guild. Here they are up here. I'll make sure we post a link there. If you're interested in gaming, go take a look. All right. The juiciest story today, and this isn't really just today or yesterday, this is this week. This story came out on the 16th. Algorand to assist digital guarantees platform in Italy. Now, this seems like it might be a good deal, but it's difficult to parse through what exactly is this. So let me try and break it down for you and put it into some other terms that may be digestible. It wasn't apparent in the press release that came out. So Algorand put out this great press release. It was provided by Algorand. They put a lot of good information in here. So this is part of the post-COVID economic stimulus packet in the European Union. Now, best I can tell, Italy has been designated with close to $750 billion to be spent between, I think it was 2020 or 2021 and 2026, I believe. So 5 or 6 year period. Now, 33%, about a third of that has been distributed through loans or grants already. So that leaves $500 billion, $500 billion still to be deployed over the next, call it 3.5 years, something along those lines. Now, this project here included not just the Bank of Italy and the insurance authority that's mentioned here. There are also 30 other financial institutions, and to some level or extent, there's another 20 or so entities that were involved in some of the testing of this project as well. Now, you may be asking yourself, like, what the heck are digital guarantees? Apparently, there was a boatload of fraud regarding these guarantees in the last couple of years. In the U.S., we've seen a boatload of fraud as well in some of the the payroll plans. So some of these stimulus packages were rolled out quickly and didn't have a lot of safeguards. Now, best I can tell, these guarantees are used primarily for infrastructure guarantees from construction companies. So construction company will bid on a project and they provide the guarantee that this will be completed on time, or at least completed. Now, the construction company, the contractor, purchases this guarantee from a separate bank. And it's almost like an insurance policy. In fact, insurance companies are involved in this. So the bank or an insurance company will be involved, and they will say, yes, I am going to guarantee this work is going to get completed. So the contractor makes this bid, and the government entity in all likelihood, or municipality, says, okay, and now I have confidence that the work is going to get done. So it's a small amount. It's not the full 500 billion that's going to flow through, Algorand in this instance. In fact, they're working with another blockchain, Corda, I think, has some play in this as well. Although the divination or the separation of workflow between the two chains or projects isn't really outlined, but Algorand is involved clearly. Now, so it's the security portion of this that is flowing through. Now, they have said that they have estimated fraud to be upwards of 30%. So a contractor would purchase this policy, this guarantee, and it would be bogus. They wouldn't have the backing to actually, provide the funding or make sure that the project finished if the contractor bailed. And so it was fraudulent, and a lot of bad actors in the space. So what this does is centralizes and guarantees that yes, the funds are there. This is the official guarantee platform that you can use, and so the municipalities, the government knows that okay, this is a real program. These guarantees are real. This is backed in full faith by one of the banks or the insurance authority. And that provides some safety nets there, some apparently sorely needed safety nets there. Huge undertaking. And by the way, Italy isn't the first one to do this. So in my research, I found that this had been done previously in Thailand and in Australia, just to name a few. Now, this might very well be the largest version of this that has ever taken place. And if this goes down very well over the next couple of years, it may not be the last. In fact, I will go out on a limb and say this will not be the last. And if Algorand can corner this market, that would be a huge assistance. It's not huge volume, I don't believe, but it is great that the technology is out there. And if government agencies more and more are using Algorand for this, what else? What other entities are likely to trust Algorand for this and see that the infrastructure is there? All right, last but not least, if you are interested in algo news, go check out citrus.io. Stories like this are posted there. They are aggregated. You can check out various projects. There's a full directory, and you can go take a look at them right now, citrus.io. That's it. As always, I am your crypto nerd.